thoughts for yourself. And we're going to start in a child's pose. Bring the big toes together, knees apart, and walk the hands out and away from you. Soften your forehead down. Settle in. Bring your awareness to the present moment. Keep hearing the mangoes fall. Bring your awareness to the body, the breath, the temperature of your space. Relax your expression. Arrive. Let go of anything you were thinking about before, anything you might plan for later. Be here, be present in this very moment. Press up to a tabletop. Tuck the toes and let's draw some circles with the body. Forward, left, back, and around. And go both directions. Just feeling out where you are today. Finding any sore spots, any part that feels good. Neutral spine, somewhere in the middle. 4, 3 cat-cow. Inhale, arch. Round, exhale. Let these build. Inhale, open up. Long exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale, cat back. Neutral, find somewhere in the middle. Reach the right leg back and up, knee facing down. Level the hips and extend the left arm forward. Elbow to knee. Press into the right hand so you're rounding the spine and extend. Tabletop. Reach the left leg back. Feel the leg strong. Feel the hamstring working to lift the leg, and don't open the hip. Make sure you level that down slightly. And reach the right arm forward. Elbow to knee. Press the left hand down. Round the spine. And extend. Tabletop. Tuck the toes and hover the knees 2 inches. Shift the weight forward 2 inches. Downward dog, press back. Let's pedal it out. Bend one knee at a time as you press the opposite heel down. Can roll out one wrist at a time as well if balance is okay. Let the head and the neck relax. Press the mat away. Press the heels down. Walk to the top of the mat and ragdoll. Separate the feet. Comfortable distance. Bend one knee at a time. Bend both knees. And then bring the feet together. Soft knees so you can drape over the legs. Let the upper body relax. press to stand. Bring the palms to touch and reconnect to the present moment. Inhale, sweep the arms wide and overhead. Let's leave them up here for about 4 breaths. Relax the shoulders. See if you are arching the back. Can you stand more evenly between the feet? Look up, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Round up to stand. This time, reach the arms overhead and cactus them open. Elbows are wide, palms face forward. Reach back up and bring the palms to touch at heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. Look up, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands down, right foot back, lunge. Strong back leg, lower the hips down. Keep a right angle with the front leg. Left foot back plank. Feel like you're floating. Continue to breathe. Lower all the way down. Bring the forehead, or make a fist with the left hand for a pillow. Bring the right foot in, quad stretch. And switch. Press the hips down. Release. Press up to a tabletop and back to a child's pose. Let's prop up onto the elbows and start opening up under the triceps. Touch each shoulder. Expand the breath. Reach your arms out in front of you. Press up, tabletop, downward facing dog. Bring the right foot between the hands. Lunge. Forward fold at the top of the mat. Relax over the legs. Round up. Inhale, arms overhead. Interlace the fingers. Index fingers out. Press a button on the ceiling for 4 breaths. Reach straight up. Lift out, fold forward. Hands down, left foot back, lunge. Right foot back, plank. Lower to your knees if you need or want to. We're going to do a Chaturanga Push-Up. Elbows in close. Press up. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Hang here. Open up the front of the body a little bit at a time. Shoulders away from the ears. Press into the front part of your hands. Downward dog. Left foot steps between the hands. Lunge. Forward fold. Long exhale over the legs. Bend the knees and sit down. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees apart. Hold the outside edges of the feet and shoulders down. Let's come forward with a flat back. Round, lean back. And then sit up, tall, flat spine. So find some rotation in the hips. Get a decent grip on the ankles so you can lean and move. And then we'll reverse the direction. Round, lean back. Tilt forward, pull the chest through, and come up with a flat back. Reverse tabletop. Feet are on the mat, hip width. Hands behind you, fingers point toward the heels. Press and lift. Lower down. Extend the legs out in front of you. Sit up, lift your arms overhead, and fold forward over both legs. Sit up, reverse tabletop. Sit down, find staff pose for a moment. So much animal activity outside right now. Sit up tall, arms overhead, and fold forward. Sit up. We're going to lie down on our back. So scoot this forward a little. Just lie down on your back, please. Oh, I am not very good at this. Sorry, guys. Okay, lie down. I'm learning. It's like not what I wanted. Reach your arms overhead, full body stretch. And draw the right knee in. Interlace your fingers on top of the shin. If the box grip is available, hold opposite elbows and squeeze your leg in close. Feel the hip flexor. And switch. Hug the left knee in while I fix the camera because it's driving me crazy. Maybe someday I'll have a whole camera crew. Just kidding. That sounds like a lot. Left knee in. You should feel your hip flexor, some pressure there. If you need to scoot your leg to the left a little bit for space, that's okay. Try not to let the chin stick straight up. Release, full body stretch. Draw both knees in. Smooth out the breath. Don't shorten or hold it. And you're not crossing the feet, they're right next to each other. Release, bring the soles of the feet together, the knees are apart. And we're going to bring the arms out to the sides, palms up, about shoulder height, give or take. You should feel this all the way across the chest. Bring the arms overhead. Bring the feet back to the mat. Use your hands to help you if you need to use them. We're going to windshield wiper the knees side to side. Feet are about mat width. La, la, la. It's a beautiful day in Florida. Let's sit up. I don't know why I'm talking. Sit up. Cross your feet at the ankles and make your way to a tabletop. Extend the right leg back. Keep the foot on the mat and press back so that you're stretching out the foot and the calf and actually move a little bit back and forth. And switch. Tabletop. We're going into a puppy pose. Start in a tabletop and walk your hands to the top of the mat. Bring the forehead down. Don't bring the hips with you. You should feel this underneath the chest, armpits, upper back. Shift your weight forward into Sphinx pose. You're going to prop up onto the elbows, your forearms. They are forearm distance apart. Press the hands down, unshrug the shoulders, and pull the chest through. Shoulders down. And release. Press up to a tabletop and back to a child's pose on the elbows. Walk your hands in just enough to thread the right arm underneath the left. So the right palm is up. Make a fist with the left hand. Keep the forehead down and stretch across the right shoulder. Switch so that the right ear is down. Left hand on top of the right. Try to press the left elbow straight as you twist the middle upper back. Let yourself out and extend the right arm forward. Left arm threads underneath. Switch so that the ear is down. Right hand on top of the left, middle upper back twist. Release. Tabletop. And let's stretch out the back and the legs, downward facing dog. Walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Press to stand. Inhale, arms overhead. Reach out of the waist, 4 breaths. Lift out, bring the palms to touch. Stand tall. Turn to face the long edge of the mat. Step the feet wide, feet pointing, facing forward. Hands to hips for balance. Fold forward over separate legs. You can sway side to side, find a little bit of rotation in the upper body if you'd like, or just be still. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. You might need to widen the stance a little bit. We're going to bend the left knee and stretch the right inner thigh, the outside of the right foot and ankle. Keep the weight forward. And switch. Once more to each side. And to the right. Come back to center. Hands to hips, stand up. Heels in, toes out. Bend both knees. One hand on top of each knee. You're opening up the hips. Let's dip the right shoulder forward. Bring the left shoulder blade back. And switch. Come back to center. Press both legs straight and step to the top of the mat, feet together. Inhale, arms overhead, 4 breaths. Find normal standing, fold forward. Halfway lift. From here, hands down, plank pose. One chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Step the right foot up, not quite between the hands. We're setting up warrior 1. Back foot is going to be flat at 45 degrees. Press into both feet to stand up. Work the left hip forward because we're trying to square the hips to the top of the mat. Chest, shoulders over the hips, and then arms reach overhead. Another mango just fell. Hands to the mat, lunge. You're on the toes of the back foot. Right foot back to plank. Chaturanga. Move slow, move with intention. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Warrior one, left side. Establish your strong foundation. I like hands to hips because it helps to get the upper body where you want it. Work the right hip forward. I like a little bit of distance sideways between the feet, so you're not on a tight rope, you're on little train tracks. Bend into the front knee. Press the back foot down. Hands to the mat. Lunge. Plank. 1 or 2 chaturangas. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stand on the left foot, lift the right leg up, let the hip open, keep the shoulders level. Squeeze the top leg strong. Pigeon, right side. Right knee behind the right wrist. Modify as needed. I've been watching, what's it called? I don't want to say it. It's a really funny show on Netflix. The name sounds like a cuss word, so I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. Anyway, that gives you zero context. Let's walk forward with the upper body over the front leg. Notice the mind wandering and bring it back to just existing. A few more breaths where you are, or you have the option to sit up and possibly add a quad stretch. Bring the left foot towards you, reach back with the left hand. Release and press back to a downward facing dog. Lift the right leg back and up just for the reach. 2 feet. Stand on the right leg, lift. Left leg lifts. Pigeon. Kapotasana in Sanskrit. What up, Barry? Maybe Barry will show up again. Soften over the left leg. Very short for Little Lord Bartholomew. Don't forget to check out the collagen I really like. I'm always drinking in my coffee. There's a link below. Few more breaths where you are, or Sit up. And find your quad stretch. Release. We're going back to a downward facing dog with the left leg lifted. 2 feet. Lift onto the toes, tuck the chin, and ripple through upward dog. Back to downward facing. Do that again, ripple through. Downward dog. Once more. And downward facing. Find stillness. Press the mat away. Feel strong in this. It's technically a resting pose. Lower your knees to the mat. Sit back in a child's pose. Remember being here just a handful of breaths ago. And acknowledge, appreciate that you took time. You chose what to do with your time. Your muscles have more oxygen, which is cleaning out all the toxins. Really make sure you finish your exhales. Let's sit up. Sit up tall, sit comfortably, roll the shoulders back and down. And left arm up and over, side body stretch. Sit up and switch. Stay present, stay mindful. And reach both arms above your head. Twist to the right. Right hand behind you, left hand to the right knee. Use the right hand to help you to sit up tall. Reach up through center, release. And switch sides. Come back to center, closing breath. Inhale, arms reach wide and overhead. Exhale, hands lower down. Have gratitude for your presence. I am so grateful for your presence. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. I would love to know if you enjoyed this. Let me know. Subscribe, comment. Thank you, thank you. Until next time, namaste. Namaste. It's Saturday. Now what? Now it's breakfast time. And then I think I'm going to film or maybe go live again. Why don't you comment and tell me what you think I should do? Thank you for joining me. You're my favorite people. Bye.